Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the Dauphin County Administration Building. I'm Mike Prees, one of the county commissioners, and we're so excited today to have this press conference to announce our continued collaboration with the City of Harrisburg and the Wanda Williams administration, moving forward to our 14th annual Dauphin County Cultural Fest. And I am joined this morning to my side from George Fernandez from the Latino Connection, Commissioner Chad Saylor. We have Sue Kaniski from Visit Hershey Harrisburg. We have Michelle McEwen from Dauphin County Parks and Rec. We have Candice Coleman, Engagement and Inclusion Generalist at UPMC. We have the Honorable Wanda Williams, Mayor of the City of Harrisburg. George Connor, the Economic Development Director for Dauphin County. Larry Moore from Larry Moore Entertainment. And Commissioner George P. Hartwick III. You know, Dauphin County has opened up a new era of collaboration and cooperation with the City of Harrisburg, and we want to say a special thank you again to Mayor Williams and her administration for allowing Dauphin County to be at City Island for the second consecutive year. It is truly a jewel in the crown of Dauphin County. It's a great location. We're anticipating upwards of 6,000 people there on Saturday, August 20th, between 3 and 10 p.m. And I want to tell you, Mayor, it has been an honor and a privilege working with you as we continue the collaboration. We started off with a diversity study. We did a Juneteenth celebration, the first of many to come. And we're working with you with the DID and the free parking after 5 p.m. and several other initiatives are going to be taking up with the city in the near future. I want to say a special thank you to Capital Blue Cross as the main sponsor, and UPMC, who is sponsoring the Children's Corner, which is going to allow children to go around to different areas and get their passports signed. And I'll tell you what, Dauphin County is a microcosm of the world. The world is represented here in Dauphin County. We're one county, but we're many cultures, and we're so proud of that, and we want to make sure that we are able to showcase and highlight what Dauphin County is to so many people. We're going to do so this Saturday. And at this time, I know she's very busy and she's headed to an event at Harrisburg Area Community College. I want to thank her for being here, but I'd like to ask Mayor Wanda Williams to make some comments this morning. Mayor?
Thank you. Thank you, Commissioner Prees. Wow, how great is it that this county and city can work together on amazing events like this, once in a lifetime. Dauphin County Culture Fest has always been one of my favorite days of the year. My advisor, Gina Roberson, has been one of the hosts and MCs the last couple of years. Nothing has changed except one big thing this year. The county has the full backing of my administration to make sure this is the best cultural fest ever. And for a good reason. The Cultural Fest is more important now than ever before. My administration has put diversity at the forefront. This year, we welcomed back the Ahmadiyya Muslim Convention. We presented the first official Juneteenth celebration a few weeks later. And in a couple weeks from now, Capona returns. Along with that, an emphasis on Native American culture. See, our culture is what makes the city of Harrisburg the greatest city in the Commonwealth. 50% of our city is African American, Black, and proud. That's the largest African American population in any major city in the state. This weekend, we're going to celebrate not only Black culture, but Latino, Chinese, Irish as well. Put all that together, though, and you find out what we're actually celebrating, ourselves. Thank you, everyone. I look forward to seeing everyone at the Cultural Fest. Thank you, Mayor.
Thank you, Mayor. You know, Mayor, I've noticed it, my colleagues have noticed it, and more the residents of Dauphin County are noticing it, but for too many years there was a wall around the city of Harrisburg, an invisible wall between the city and the county. Well, when Mayor Williams got in, she said, no more and not on my watch. Right. And let's hear it for her because she is following through on it. Yes. At this time, I'd like to ask Commissioner Saylor to come on up and say a few words. Commissioner?
Thank you. Good morning. Here in Dauphin County, diversity is one of our strengths. Diversity is something we take pride in. And through events like Cultural Fest, diversity is something we celebrate. And I think it is, as you've already heard today, it is extra special this year that the city and the county are cooperating for an event like this. And I just want to say a word about Commissioner Hartwick, who was one of the moving forces behind having this, and starting out with humble beginnings right out here in the admin parking lot to what it's grown today. And it's really amazing, and we should commend Commissioner Hartwick for that. Till today, we are announcing that the Drew Hill will be the main featured band, but even beyond the featured band, on the other stage, where local communities can celebrate their own cultural pride through performances of dance, music, and song. It's really awesome to see folks come out and shine. The only thing I would say is the one thing that is missing is a German polka band, but hopefully soon that will be coming. So thank you all. I'm looking forward to it, and I'll turn it back over to Commissioner Priest.
Thank you, Mr. Saylor. To echo Commissioner Saylor's words, Commissioner Hartwick, thank you for bringing this idea to the county probably 20 years ago, and it took a couple years to get it into place. But it did grow from its humble beginnings right here in the parking lot to what it is today. But Commissioner Hartwick knows this is a fact too. It wasn't just him. He put a team around him. The Cultural Celebration Committee, the great work that you folks have done over the years, and the months and months of planning that it takes to put something like this together is pretty remarkable. And the entertainment that we got from year one to now, Larry Moore, I'm glad you started your own company called Larry Moore Entertainment, because that's what you've done. You have really enabled this celebration to grow to become one of the best on the East Coast. And I want to make sure that I gave you a specific shout out, and the members of the Celebration Committee, for the great work that you do throughout the year and the time that you put into it behind the scenes. And at this time, I'd like to turn it over to Commissioner Hartwick for additional comments.
Thank you.
Commissioner?
Thank you, Commissioner Priest. Yes, sure. And we'll try to keep them brief. All of you are probably aware of the humble beginnings of this venture, which was really to get to know the people that work next to you, the people that we serve in this community, and understanding deeper about the things that we have unique related to our cultures, but also the strength in the understanding and the relationships that are built among some unifying factors like food, like music, like the ability to say hello. I think one of our first slogans was, how do you say hello in all languages? And it was smile, and the idea of the way you treat people is the way you want to be treated. And the more that we can understand the folks that work and that we work for, the better we can provide an understanding of what may be needed to support their family, their children, give opportunities. You see signs behind you and that are enumerated here, which was sort of our push last year, and it continues to be our push, is one step further is to be able to recognize Black and brown businesses from this community, to be able to ensure that as the community comes out to enjoy this great evening, but also to remember to support the individuals that have put their dollars in, their pieces at stake to be able to serve this community from a number of levels. So let's give all of those 25 supporters a round of applause. And, ultimately, I believe Cultural Festival was also designed as an opportunity to bring services to people in an environment where there's not trouble. All the time when we talk to people, there is an issue going on with the potential loss of a child, or the ability for us to deal with an overdose situation or a mental health crisis. Well, instead of waiting for things to be a crisis and significantly challenging, we need to figure out a way to do a better job of getting the resources to the people that need them in a way that they can actually receive them. And I think this goes a long way in our Children's Corner. You get to meet staff members, you need to put faces to names, and you're are able to put opportunities to support families, not take kids, to figure out ways to be able to get treatment, not figure out a way to continue cycles of addiction, the ability to get access to a diverse group of providers for mental health, and how you can protect our seniors. All those things are important for us to be able to provide services to, and we need to rethink how we deliver those, because no matter what resource we have, if it's not getting to the people that need help, we got more work to do. So hopefully this is going to be able to go a ways in doing this. And last but not least, to the Cultural Diversity Committee, I see some of you here for carrying this ball and to be able to do the majority of the work. I know Edgar and his team are out there hustling early, getting things set up. I know how difficult it is for him to be able to put the time in. I remember how labor intensive last year was for you. So, if I've not publicly done this in the past, man, thank you, Edgar, for you and your team and your staff for doing everything behind the scenes. And last but not least, Larry Moore, without the entertainment, folks are not going to be drawn to this event in the way that we have, and it really gave me a chance to take these bands that I used to love back in my days in 1989 at Steel High, and figure out a way to bring them to all of us, because we've got fond sort of memories of the times and the eras in which folks have been brought together. And the last thing I'll say is, every time we get together in 14 years, not one incident. So this idea that folks can't come together, and we did have this on Market Street. We closed Front and Second Street to say that it's a clear message that black and brown communities should not be downtown just as plaintiffs and defendants. We'll be down here because we ultimately own the buildings that are supposed to be represented here. I mean, this is the people's buildings. These are the citizens of Dauphin County, and folks should be feeling free to be a participant in county government at all levels, at all locations. So for us, our door is open. The diversity is our greatest strength, and thank you to everyone that's pulled this event together. I appreciate it.
Now, she said she didn't want to say anything, but UPMC has done, is doing, and will continue to do so much for the community. At this time, I'd like to call up Candice Coleman to make a couple comments on the sponsorship that they have for the Children's Corner, because the children are our future, and the kids are going to come there and learn about the world around them and the cultures around them that exist right here in Dauphin County. So let's have Candice come up and say a few words. Candice.
Hello, everyone. Again, my name is Candice Coleman. I am the Engagement and Inclusion Generalist for UPMC of Central Pennsylvania. So on behalf of UPMC Mission Effectiveness and Diversity, Equity, Inclusion, we're just so happy to be able to be a sponsor, to be able to continually support the Dauphin County Cultural Fest, and to be able to continue this partnership and to be able to touch the youth and also touch the adults, and to be able to transcend and be able to understand what we're doing in the community. We are all here. This is our community, and this is where I love to give back. I've always been a part of this community and glad to be able to do so. Thank you.
And last but not least, before we take questions, if you have any, like Larry Moore, back in high school in sports, he was a mover and a shaker. And today, he is a playmaker in terms of getting things done in the community from an economic development standpoint, somebody that touches all 40 municipalities throughout Dauphin County, a guy that's always behind the scenes, but getting so much done out there and never takes credit for it. I'm giving him an opportunity right now to speak. Ladies and gentlemen, our Economic Development Director, George Connor.
They don't let me speak a lot because you never know what's going to come out of my mouth. But no, I've been on the committee from day one, and I want to thank the commissioners and Commissioner Hartwick, Commissioner Jeff Hayes, and Commissioner Saylor, Commissioner Priest, my oversight, for allowing us to put this festival on. And I remember when we first started this, we had hamburgers and hot dogs underneath the breezeway. We were flipping hamburgers and hot dogs and drinking soda. So it wasn't about the music and the arts and everything. It was more about the cultures of Dauphin County and the individual employees there. And then I remember we brought Larry on, and we got Chuck Brown, and he's up there dancing, and he almost passed out. Then we had Dougie Fresh, and everybody was dancing to party, and everybody's upset this year because Commissioner Hartwick always Got to be dancing. So I've gotten calls that you're not going to be there. People are very upset because they're not going to get to see you dance. So this year, hopefully, Commissioner Priest will do a little shake up there. You're going to have to do something. You're going to have to do something because Hartwick's not going to be there. They're upset. He's not going to be there. You got to put on some dance moves, or they're gonna boo you. They're gonna boo you. So, yeah, right. So you gotta practice something. I don't know what you got, Chad. Yeah. All right. So thank you guys so much. Thank you.
All right, I'd like to strike the last 3 minutes. At this time, George, you'd like to say anything on behalf of the Latino Connection?
I can, yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Thank you so much. Again, my name is George Fernandez. I'm the founder and CEO of Latino Connection. I'm just thrilled and humbled to, be a sponsor of this amazing event that really celebrates cultures from across the entire county. I've been a county resident now for 25 years, so I'm very native to Dauphin County. Although I wasn't born here, my life and my family's life has been created here. So to be a part of a growing business that started from nothing, and now we have partners up to across the entire state, such as Highmark and Health Partners Plans, that are also great sponsors of this event. Latino Connection will be at Culture Fest, not only as a sponsor of the VIP tent, but also with our partners of Highmark and Health Partners Plans, who are bringing out really large mobile units for health and wellness and engagement and education for the entire, residents of Dauphin County. So I'm just thrilled. I personally will be there, not only as a volunteer, but also as working the event. I'll be there all day, and I'll be dancing with you. I'll be dancing with you. I'll get you out there. Commissioner Priest. So on behalf of the amazing team at Latino Connection, thank you so much for the opportunity to be here today and joining this amazing crowd of people that are just truly giving back to our county. And I'm just thrilled to be joining you guys for this amazing event on Saturday. So thank you.
At this time, if you have any questions for the commissioners, for Parks and Rec, for our sponsors, Highmark or Visit Hershey Harrisburg, Latino Connection, UPMC, ask away. Anyone? And we'll be available if you want to do any interviews, individual interviews. Anybody here will be able to do it right over here. So thank you for coming today, and appreciate everybody's work that they put into it. Thank you very much.